is that I would not be playing, but I just wanted to talk, man. I just wanted to talk because right now, some of you may or may not know I'm a publisher. So difficult to do this. Really think I want to or just dream of being successful and having money, not worrying about financial you know, that in itself can be an longest goal I've ever had in my entire life. Sometimes I think I get really close to that goal, and other times I get really far away from it. It's a new job I'm gonna get, and I'm just gonna work so fucking hard. I'm always so fucking hard. And not stopping my work because that's that's the only thing I can do now. That's how I feel. Be honest, bro. I'm not really looking to. I just hear freedom. This, you know, shit has been going crazy, bro. Today, I was back. I was working so far. I was going to open places today. Battery, let you drop off. And the next day, it's other random shits that had to be filed and stuff. I had to sound up here. Is it better now, bro? Let me pick this up. I thought it would be better, but I guess it's not. Uh, but yeah, no, just today, just getting a bunch of sound effects, bro. That's what it's called. It's just like random side quests, bro. It's like side quest after side quest after side quest. It's just never end. I'm from Houston, Texas, but it's one of the awesome. All I've been doing recently is kind of stressing about like I have a lot of and I don't know, sometimes like I hear a lot of doubts. I'm starting to realize that I really want to get that goal or get that thing that I really want. I'm looking and I'm hopeful without currently working a job. I got a second job because this job didn't really give me as many hours as I wanted to. So now I have this second job doing all this shit for, the I-9 stuff and trying to get into like my first day of work at this other job. And on top of that, you know, last semester I didn't fail a class for college, but I ended up getting a D, which is basically failure. And I really needed to pass. And because I wasn't able to pass, now that fucking shit is gonna fuck me over because my GPA has already been struggling. And on top of that, now I can't even take the classes I want to because shit. Now the prerequisite I had to at least had a C minus for the other class. So now I have to retake that class while getting other like kind of like elective or like bullshit classes to go along with it. And it's like fuck, bro. Like damn, man. What's up, bro? What's up, Saturn? Yo, low key, bro. This isn't a great representation of me, man. I'm just kind of right. I'm just yapping right now about my life. But yeah, man. So yeah, I had to deal with that new stuff with the work, with the other job, just submitting like my documents, getting myself ready for uh, talking to HR and starting it, and then you know worrying about school. Had to rework my schedule. Uh, did that for like a whole hour and a half. After that, fuck, bro. Started worrying about jobs and how to get a job. Started reworking my resume and the things and the intricacies that come with that of like reworking your resume, trying to make it stronger, realizing that my shit's low key cooked. Well, not cooked, but I could be stronger, you know. And it's all for this like overarching goal of like, you know, kind of conforming to other people's ideals that I really don't want to conform into. I'm trying my best to, you know, stick true and work towards this goal of mine, but I'm realizing that it's gonna take a lot out of me, and I'm gonna be fucking tired as shit. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I think it's genuinely worth it. So shoot, bro. The next by next week, I think I'm probably gonna be working two jobs plus doing YouTube, making clips, videos, and then working two jobs, bro. Then having a girlfriend, bro. Managing social relationships is shoot, bro. It's gonna be a challenge, but I'm up for it, bro. I think I think the biggest thing that really got on my back was that like my family, uh, my family is like really my sister. She really on my back about like, you know, getting a corporate job and you know having to, you know, I go to a good school. Like I have to get like a good internship and shit. I'm just like, bro, I wish I didn't have to worry about all this shit. But tis not the life I live yet. But hopefully, you know, hopefully, you get to a point in life where things are on the upturn, and whether that is like corporate wise, job wise, or with YouTube especially, or with like the other creative outlooks or things that I'm pursuing right now, you know, that's what really gives me more like more motivation in a sense. Even though motivation is fleeting, I mean, I'm trying to build my mindset even just by talking because I'm realizing that it's gonna take more out of me than I'm already inputting, and I already feel like it's a lot. That shit's like crazy. So we'll see. We'll see. If you're interested, I'll give you my speech with Truth. Truth is this book that I'm currently working on. It's basically a poetry book. And I don't know if you've heard this spiel before, but I want it to be basically like a right-sided book. So you have all the poems on one side, and then on the other side is a illustration that corresponds with the actual poem itself. So you have poem, and then you have illustration, and then it's 50 poems, 50 illustrations, and it's called Truth, written by me. But you get a secret 51 poems because what's it called? You get the truth, right? The truth poem in the blurb that's like inside of the book itself. So should be pretty cool. That's what I'm currently building right now on top of, you know, doing YouTube and stuff. And yeah. Let me ask you a quick question. I was sitting on this idea of like, I want to be able to kind of like monetize what I do, right? Right now, like I don't really have a way to like monetize at least my creative pursuits, right? Especially like YouTube, for instance, because I'm just too small of a creator. But I wanted to grow a business alongside with the creative stuff. So my mission right now is to basically open a store. And I kept thinking like, what item would I sell, or what product, what service would I sell? And I tried to make this app. This app, it was called Chit. It was basically an event app where you have like a for you page, for instance, where you can see events in your city. And I really fucked with the idea, but when it came to making it, right, I started realizing that my biggest issue is that not that I couldn't do it, but I just didn't like it enough. You know, I didn't fuck with the vision. I didn't see the vision myself. And if I don't see the vision, if I don't like it, then how the fuck am I gonna sell this shit? So I switched my something that I use or I want to use as like my branding or my representation is my journal. My journal. I was like, damn, why don't I sell journals? Why don't I sell like art books? So that's what I'm asking you guys, or at least whoever's on here. How do you feel about at least buying like a journal or like an art journal or something like that along those lines? Do you think that would be a cool idea to possibly buy this with like my branding or something? What do you think? I think I would do it in a sense or like I would probably put some like cool nifty things if I can that kind of differentiate it um a little bit. What's up, Sakura? Sorry, I can't really read the chat. I'm driving and I'm not looking at the chat either. But I'm just kind of yapping right now. But yeah, I mean uh yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. But let me ask you that like if anybody in the chat could just give me a yes, no, you know, would you buy that? Would you buy that? Like, would you buy a journal by me? You know what I'm saying? Like, think for instance, like uh, I forgot what's the brand called, but like Moleskin or whatever. I have those journals right now, but I'm looking to like possibly sell journals. Shoot, bro. I don't know. What's up, Gecko? Let me ask you, Gecko, if you're in the stream right now. I'm kind of just rambling right now. Well, I had like a little bit of time while driving. How do you feel about journals? Do you like writing or have you ever written before? Boy, shoot, shoot. I'm at a stop sign. What do you guys think? Because my mission is like, I feel like a lot of people go into different realms in terms of like trying to sell products or making YouTuber products or whatever. But I really wanted to scale a business alongside with, the content itself. You know, I'm at a stop sign. Let me try to read your comment. Yo, I haven't written a journal, but I think it would be a good skill. Wait, give me one second. I'm about to get into my parking garage real quick. And it is a hobby to some people. Me personally, though, I haven't. Hmm. What's up, Cadence? Okay, so let me tell you, I'm in my parking garage right now. So, do you like, do you feel like that would be like a good product to sell, or like, give me some ideas? You know, like what you would think people I want to bring people together, or I want to provoke thoughts. You know, so I was thinking like, I wanted to create truth with which is like my poetry book, right? And that would be one of the things that I would be able to sell. But the next thing that I would want to sell and or like grow is like some type of company that would pertain to books. That's why I was thinking about like selling journaling books or like certain art journals or something like that. What's up, Steven? What's up, Cadence? So like, you think that would go well? I feel like the market is not really that big though. That's why I was trying to think bigger, more like what could help people get more into it, and or like what is a product or a service that I could sell that aligns with me and would be able to be profitable in a sense. Honestly, it could be. I mean, most YouTuber products are just food and clothes, so journals would be something that would separate you from other YouTubers. I low key buy one if I could. Yeah, like I would want it to be pretty affordable. Like it would low key be the same price. Let me show you. So like right now, right? Like um, I use this journal, right? It has journal on it because I wanted to be a little performative, utilize the journal and like some of the newer entries of videos and stuff. Anyways, that's besides the point. This brand, I really like them. This is Moleskine, Moleskine or whatever. I really like the way that they structure their book. It's just the journal book. It's nice, nice journal. It has a little flap in the back. You could put your stuff. I put some postcards, stuff like that. My thought process is to sell something similar like this, similar pricing as well. I think this can run you like 15 bucks. Um, it is more expensive than probably like a just paper book, but I think for the quality of like this just leather journal, I think it's worth it in my opinion. What's good, Tuba? I think it would be cool too. Like my idea, I low key had an idea too of like having a journal that uh my bad, I'm back. My big back self was eating 6 pieces slices. No, I feel you. So my thing is like, what if I sell a journal that's basically similar to like this and sell like art journals, some like stuff that provokes creative shit, like so like photography, like entries. You know how like it has like the little sleeves and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool. Like all providing that in a journal or separate like books in a sense. Saturn, like this is what's going on right now. So my mission, right? I want to I want to grow this brand around myself, right? ADV talks, I talk to people, obviously, and I think that's great. But my thing is that not only do I want to grow my personal brand, but I also want to grow like a business alongside it. And I was trying to think of like a product or a service that I would be able to provide to people while growing this brand of mine. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go, Gecko. It's all good. How am I doing? I'm doing interesting. Like today, like the first 5 minutes of the stream, I was just yapping to myself, zero people in here. And I was just talking about like my day at work. But that stuff doesn't really matter. I'm more so the main conclusion of what I was saying earlier is that I'm starting to realize that I got to do a lot and it's going to be hard, but we're going to stick it through, bro. So I'm going to ask you guys, what is something that, you feel like would align with like my brand or like what I do, right? And it could be profitable. you know? Because like I like the idea of selling journals or selling books to people. So like for instance, like a journal. So you can actually write in here to you can have an art journal as well, like selling an art journal that would that you can draw and selling like photography, like what's it called? Like sleeves and stuff like that. Like in a journal as well. I feel like creative stuff, like I think that would be really cool to sell, right? And I think that like because at the end of the day, that's really what I would want to preach more about is the communication and the creativity. I feel like that's gone, right? Maybe the creative side is a little outside of the realm right now in terms of like the brand, but definitely the community and being more interpersonal with yourself, you know? Shit. Man, I don't know. It's difficult, bro. Mm. It's difficult, bro. Yeah. And then I also want to do, you know, I'm building my poetry book right now. That in itself is like a whole different other thing. But I was low key like, one thing I was thinking about is like, you know, I already have like poems that are made and you know, I could definitely write more poems. But I was also, what do you guys think about like the idea of making like a smaller book in a sense, or like a giving a little taste of what truth could look like? And I was thinking about it like, what if I made a smaller collection? Maybe it would be like 20 poems, maybe 10 or 20 poems of the poems I've already created, the 20 best ones with illustrations. And then I sold this before the eventual truth book comes out. What do you think? You think that would be a good idea? Fuck, bro. No one's even in the stream, bro. No one's in the stream. Holy shit. What's good, Skywalker? Skywalker, you down to talk to me, man? Let's chat, bro. I'm just chatting a whole bunch of nonsense, and seems like some people interested, kind of not interested. All right, you interested? All right, bet. Okay. Have you ever watched any of my content before? What's up, my luckies? All right, look, I have a little bit of people in here now. Why is no one else here? It's okay, bro. It's okay. My Discord, bro. Chill, bro. I'll give it to you in a second. Let me ask you guys' opinion on something. All right. So I'm a creator, right? This content creator, YouTuber, whatever you want to call it, right? I make videos, right? It all surrounds around talking to people and being creative and or like just kind of being interpersonal with yourself, right? So my vision is to grow not only this personal brand, right, the YouTube, but also to grow like a business as well, right? So, and I want to do this simultaneously, right? And my thought was, what do I sell, and what's a product or service that aligns with like my philosophy and is also profitable and is also profitable. You know, so that's what I'm thinking of, right? And the first idea I had, or the first big one that I really got, was selling books, like selling journals. right? Because as you some of you may or may not know, I'm currently in the process of making a oh shit. Holy shit. Oh fuck. Damn, I just realized that I like wasn't even speaking because I threw my microphone over there. Holy shit. I'm actually so brain dead. Oh my god. Nah, EXE spamming actually helped me, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. No, it's all good. It's all good. I don't care about the hate, bro. I don't care about all that shit, bro. All this shit will work out in the end of time, bro. It don't matter. At the grand scheme of things, as long as I keep pushing, is all that matters. He's not even hating, to be honest. All right. Let me restate. I want to grow this personal brand alongside the actual business itself. And every single business, you're looking to sell a product or a service, right? So I'm trying to figure out what aligns with my philosophy, right? And is also profitable. My first thing that I was thinking about is selling journals, right? I wanted to sell journals, I wanted to sell art books. What's up? Said hi. Um, I wanted to sell journals, I wanted to sell art books, I wanted to sell like photo albums, right? Do you feel like that would be like a good product to, maybe grow alongside with um like ADV Talks, for instance? What do you think? Yo, religious studies might link? Hell yes. I think it would be cool. What's up, Steven? Help, you're glitching? I'm glitching? No way. No way. Don't tell me, bro. Don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm glitching, bro. Never mind. So what do you think it would be cool? Everyone has their own talents? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, luckies. Like, I feel like I would want to sell books in a sense. I feel like that would be like a good market that kind of aligns with the things that I'm doing right now, right? So like right now, right, I'm trying to make like a poetry book, right? And that's like a whole other separate project, right? But in terms of like products, right, or something that's more scalable, more profitable, you could I was thinking about selling journals itself. So I think that would be cool. Hey, you write poetry, I write poetry too. Okay, so let me give you this other spiel about the poetry. So I write poetry, right? I've been writing poetry for a very long time. I think it's been maybe like give or take 6 years, I would say. Anyways, my idea is to sell a poetry book called Truth, right? Um, and I have this whole idea. I want it to be like 100-page poetry book that's 6, 7 years type shit. That's called True. Yes. Um, and my thing is that I low key like I love the idea of truth and I really want to do it, but holy shit, like I low key need money, bro. So I was thinking I wanted to be able to sell a good product or at least something that I fuck with while kind of, still getting a what's it called? Instead of instead of having to fully build this whole shit. So I feel like I can make some amazing merchandise. Bro, it's cause like okay, merchandise could be like, clothes or like graphics and stuff like that. But I don't feel like that's like scalable, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking bigger, right? I'm talking about like personal brand and like business, you know what I'm saying? Like what market could I get into, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like merchandise. All right, think about it like this. I'm about to broaden you guys' brain real quick. Think about it like this: the merchandise, right, or the group, right? The merchandise, yeah, we'll just say merchandise, only grows as big as the fandom, right? So if I was to sell merchandise, right, my potential customers are only the amount of people that know me, right? So that means that my ceiling is basically set in a sense, right? And this is with any product, right? But the ceiling can widen based off of the product that you sell, right? So, like, the reason why I was thinking about journals or something more broad is because that applies to a lot of other people that don't necessarily pertain to me or who I am, right? I would just be an ambassador of this product, right? Um, how long I've been on YT? 2 years. Almost get a little less than 2 years. Anyways, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So yeah, like, I would love to sell merchandise, and I can do that, but I can only grow as much as there are fans of me, and that's great, but shit, you know? What genre do I write? Honestly, I don't even think it's really a genre. I think it's more so like if I had to categorize my poetry or my writing, it would be like very questioning. Very much about like life in general, I would say. All my things pertain to actual life itself, or at least my lived experiences. Um, some fans don't even want to buy your product too. That's what I'm saying. Like that's like the whole other level of it, right? Is that yes, I can sell merchandise, right? But not only do I have to deal with a shorter what's it called ceiling, but I also have to take in account that people are not willing to buy things, right? Yeah, more like philosophy, you could say. So it's like, yes, I can sell merch, right? And maybe at some point I could sell merch, but I want to grow something alongside that I can be an ambassador for that could be even bigger than me, right? So that's what I'm thinking, like the journaling, the books, like art books, things like that, right? And then truth is like its whole other side project. That's just more like a passion project for me, right? You know what I'm saying? What is my book called again? I want it to be called Truth. All right, give me 1 second. Oh shit. I'm gonna continue talking to you, but I'm gonna bring over my laptop so I can show you a little draft of certain things that I have, right? So let me give you the idea again, because I don't think a large majority of you were in the stream yet. But the poem or yeah, the poetry book would be called Truth. This would be a 50-page, or this would be an 100-page poetry book that is comprised of 50 illustrations and 50 poems. Think about it like this: if I had, right, let's say a book, right? So let me bring out a random book. Let's say I have a book, right? This is the right side of the page. So we'll have a completely right-sided poetry book that would have the poetry, and then it would be an illustration on the left that corresponds to the poem itself, right? Boom. That's the idea for truth. 50 poems, 50 things that correspond to me. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, if that sounds cool or interesting, my thing is that I want to produce truth, but that would take a few $1,000s. If I wanted to make 100 copies, right? It would take about $2,000 to make the 100 copies. Okay. On top of that, I have to first be making that, right? Um, so my thought process was, why don't I try to sell a smaller product that still aligns with what I want to do with truth? I'll be right back. Okay, that's fine. And I wanted to call it Lies Before the Truth. Your bald spot. W bald spot, man. It's just crazy. Anyways, Derek Love, Cadence, Lies Before the Truth. Lies Before the Truth. So I was thinking about creating a smaller book, right? To see how so look, I'm gonna show you, right? Lies Before the Truth, right? Because I'm gonna make a poetry book called Truth. So I was thinking like if I can make it a little more profitable in a sense of like see if there's proof of concept by making a smaller book that would possibly be like 50 pages, let's say like 25 poems, or let's say like 20 poems. Even let's make it even shorter, 20 poems, 20 illustrations, and then call it Lies Before the Truth. It would be a red lies and then before the truth, period. Right? What do you think about that? Bro, I'd low-key buy it if it's like online. Now I would do like an online version and a physical version, like paperback books. But like this is just like the whole side project in itself, like with the poetry and shit, right? In the book, you should link your channel. Nah, preferably like this would be like my merch in a sense, right? Like maybe instead of doing traditional merch, I would just do like this book in a sense, or and it could speak to a lot of other different people too, if not. Um, oh, like online shipment, yeah, this would all be online. Like this, don't even worry about this. Any like Amazon, how Amazon works, that is how it will work. Like any like retailer, it would work like that. So my vision is like, what if I create lies before the truth, right? See if people actually buy it, right? And then create truth, right? But I don't know if that would go well, you know? Cuz like I have 20 poems like ready. I have 20 poems ready. Like I can make this shit. I would just have to draw the illustrations and I can get this shit done. Low key. What do you guys think about that? Fuck. Low key, like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, this is possible. Fuck. Dog, guess what? What's up, Sauce? What's good, Sakura, man? Fuck, my brain is fucking braining right now. It's actually hurting low key. Holy shit. What's it? What is a link tree? The link tree is in my bio. And the truth should have like an eye as the cover for the truth. Nah. Okay, so like I know what you're saying, but okay, first off, truth in itself would be just it would just be truth. It's not the truth, it's just truth, right? Am I Asian? No, I'm I'm Hispanic. What's up, meet the meat med? Um yeah. Here, I can show you a sample Wix. Make a book called Lies at first, like a puzzle book, and then add a truth book that connects the pieces together that make the lies before the truth, like a mystery solving type thing. That would be a cool idea. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. All right, my thing is like, okay, yes, I love that idea. My thing though is like, nah, I like it's a cool concept, but then I would have to completely rework what I have right now, if that makes sense. My brain is fucking braining. On God, it is. Holy shit. I would have to completely like rewrite all the poems if that makes sense. Cause then it would like connect and shit. It would be like a whole bunch of shit. What do I have right now? Okay, look. How about this? How about I give you guys a little sample, right? So, chat, right? I have a few poems for you. I'm gonna read you one poem. One poem. I'm gonna read you one poem. A poem that I have already read before, and I want you to tell me what do you think. So, I'm gonna give you a few different options, right? And then you tell me. Maybe I'll read you two. I'll read you two. So, boom. I have a few poems. One is called The Sky. One is called Issues. One is called Pride, Money, Winner, I Lied, and I'll give you those. So, once again, I will allow you. Okay, actually, let me rework it. The Sky, Issues, Pride, Money, Winner, and I Lied. Let me add two more. Let me add two more. I'm gonna add Butterfly and Congratulations. Rewrite it, Eugene. Please. These so it will I'll give you those issues. The Sky, Pride. Oh wait, The Sky, Issues, Pride, Money, Winner, I Lied, Congratulations, or Butterfly. Choose one right now. Choose two. I would say choose two. Choose two. Choose two. Choose two. Yes. Choose two. I will read two. Not gonna lie, he's riding you with no seatbelt. I guess, gang. Issues and I lied. Hmm. All right, guys. Let's see. Pride in the Sky. Hmm. So it looks like a lot of people want Pride. I will read that one. That one is very short. And okay, it's very short. I'm gonna just read it and then I want you to I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna ask you what you think. This poem is very short, by the way. This is a short poem. A lot some of them are a lot longer, some of them are shorter. So this is a short one. Okay, I'm gonna read it. This poem is called Pride. Mine used to consume me as if I was a puppet. No control over who I was. I moved with the sole purpose of being known, being heard, seen, and respected. And anyone who opposed that belief made me quiver. Because why? Why don't you like me? Why don't you respect me? Why don't you love me? That's the end of that poem. It's very short and concise. It's just a thought, low key inspired. Okay, what do you think about that? It's just a very short poem. My thought process behind Pride was basically giving you the insight of of what pride how pride consumed this individual, aka me, and then showing pride in a sense of like I wasn't able to understand why people dislike me in a sense, right? So that's pride. All right, I'll give you one more. So we have oh shit. Let's go through the list again. So without pride, we have the sky, issues, money, winner, I lied, congratulations, and butterfly. Which one from those would you want to hear? It genuinely makes you think in this if calling out a person the most different and yes, I think so. Said hi, what's up? J- Jameen Smart. Okay, let's choose two more. Let's choose one more. Choose one more. I'll read you one more and then yeah. Cause all right. Oh fuck me, bro. It's cause like bro, like I wanna shit, bro. I gotta do this. But okay. I liked and subscribe. Thank you. What did I stumble upon? I don't know, bro. I'm fucking yapping right now, bro. We're trying to figure out. I'm trying to get one more poem to read to y'all, and I want you to rate it or to tell me what you think. That's all I'm doing right now because I'm trying to do something. Issues, bro. Issues is interesting. I'll tell you that much. Money. Mm. Here, I'm a pin. I'm a pin. What's it called? Eugene's message. You guys choose one of those. One choose one of those. Let me give you a little inspo of what my writing is. A lot of my writing is either inspiring or is very questioning. So a lot of what I write is kind of I feel like in a sense almost delusion to myself about how I should think about my reality, right? Low key issues. All right, how about this? Lucky's and Eugene, you guys are pushing for issues in the sky. How about I read both? I'll give you two for one. I'll give you two for one. So three total. All right. I'll read issues first. Okay. Issues. Money, time, patience. What do these things have in common? It's something we all could have more of, yet we don't. And for most, they can only ever have one. But for those lucky few, they'll be able to obtain two, but not all three. Because once you understand that, two becomes the goal. Yes, setting that journey will only hinder you, leaving you beaten and battered. And by the time you exhaust yourself, you'll be lucky if you have one. Yeah, I have issues, but don't we all? Don't we all breathe? Don't we all cry? Don't we all wish? I want to be free, free of the problems, free of the responsibilities, free from everything. Yet I know the moment that happens, new things will appear. So, yeah, I have issues, but so do you. So, what do you think? For most, they can only have one. Yeah, it's okay. I'll give you a little bit of context. Issues first off has kind of two parts in a sense. It has a reflection part and it has the kind of the first part which is like the understanding, right? Understanding and then the reflection, right? I kind of use this three uh 1 2 3 pattern, right? Starting from 1 2 3 2 1, right? Then into the reflection. That was kind of the process behind issues. You like it? I appreciate it, guys. See, I'm not brain rotting today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not brain rotting today. We fucking speaking, bro. We chilling. We vibing. We all have the same blood, and we're all created by the same person. You're not born ugly. It's just it's society. It's the society. Yeah, type shit. or ask my parents. LOL BRB. What? Holy shit. Yo. Okay, so I'm gonna read you one more. I'm gonna read you the sky. What did you guys think? Oh, what's up, Gecko guy? My bad. I didn't respond to you. I like it, bro. Thank you, EXE. W poem, thank you. The sky is not the limit, your mind is, which is limitless. Kind of. I went in a different direction when it came to this poem, but I'm gonna read it to you. Okay. Please, if you're ready, type one in the chat, man. I need to make sure everybody back. I also need we low key need Eugene here, bro. W1, man. One. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so if you haven't gotten the vibe already, right? A lot of what I do is very questioning. I'm very much asking why do these things happen throughout my life, right? Eugene is back. Okay, Eugene, press one if you can hear me, please. Press one if you can hear me. So I'm gonna read one last poem for you guys. It's called The Sky. I think everybody's here now, so I'm gonna start. The Sky. It's also engine. Oh my bad. All right, engine. Anyways, don't say Eugene help. Bro, I can I mean, I think it says oh whatever, bro. Whatever. Anyways, the sky. Blue, beautiful, vast. The stratosphere, the great beyond, the heavens. We give you so many names, yet you will never claim one. You will only ever be the sky. But what if you wanted to explore? What if you wanted to be more than blue? What if one day you and I could see eye to eye? What if one day you came down to see me? Maybe you'd like me, maybe you won't. But if I could, I would ask you, what does it mean? How does it feel? Would you rather be anything besides the sky? That's it. What do you think? What do you think? Amazing poem about the sky. Yeah, it's more questioning, more like as more it's kind of the idea of that like all of these physical things kind of will never have a voice to us, right? They will never truly understand what it means to be alive and or to have, human characteristics. Maybe that speaks a lot more to like robots and kind of the direction that AI is heading to. I need to play Doki Doki. I have played. I haven't really played Doki Doki, but I've seen Doki Doki like playthroughs for sure. I'm gonna recommend it to y'all, like to my friends. Genuinely, bro has a Albert Einstein mind. Nah, bro, it's not even Albert Einstein, bro. Bro, like Albert Einstein was all that technical shit, bro. It's just creative, bro. It's just creative. We're not even in the same category, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Do you write poems? Yeah, these are wrote poems that I've written, the ones that I've been saying. That was bars? Thank you, bro. These are poems that I have written. Um, yeah, I have a lot more, but I would say a lot of these poems I've been writing recently, these are more poems that I've written more recently. Had they have been a lot longer, I think I would want to continue the trend in reading a lot longer poems. Bro, those poems were like believe in yourself and not insecure, look. I haven't even really written one that's like inspiring. All the ones that I've written are more questioning, I would say. You guys didn't hit the inspiring ones. You more so hit the questioning ones. I genuinely love. I made a romance song and I just never released it. You should release it. Fuck it. What's the worst that can happen, man? Genuinely. I genuinely love being a poet because other people sharing their work just feels so good to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so nice. I feel like being in creative circles is such a nice thing to do because you can just share the art, right? You hate romance. uh, you know what? I would be willing to read you guys a romance poem. Loki, those poems I would never was going to put onto any of the poetry books. So I'll read you maybe a poetry book if you I mean a love poem if you want. And then maybe that might change your opinion. Bro, please tell you. Bro, give me a second, bro. I have to even see if I even have it on my notes. I kind of have them all on my phone. Hmm. Oh fuck. Shit. I low-key have a breakup poem. I have one that's on my computer that's low-key like a breakup poem. But hashtag spill for romance. I think I can maybe give you both. I'll read you if you want this breakup poem. Well, it's not. Yeah, yeah. I think I wrote this when I was going through some shit. I'm single and in need. Spill for romance. Okay. I'll try to find more. I'll try to find romance. It's because like low key, I would have to. All right, let me try real quick. Let me try. Movie. Bro, is yearning my favorite? Nah, yearning is my favorite type. Okay, 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 okay. All right, give me 1 second then. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up, but I have to actually use my phone. So I'm gonna go static for a second. Give me a second. Oh shit. Okay, wait. Try me. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm back now. I just didn't want to make sure that my shit was cooked. Okay, I have transferred one poem from my journal that's on my nope. Oh, that's on my phone. Hopefully, I should be able to see it on my computer real quick. Okay. No, no, no. I'm glitching only because like I'm trying to use my phone to like bring up this shit. Okay, I have it. I have a love poem for you. This one was never gonna go on truth, so I'll read it to you. Okay. Bad romance like drama and the romance is cool, but normal couple shit is boom. Okay, love poem. I have a love poem, guys. Yay. Okay. Type one in the chat if you're ready, man. This poem is called Dreaming. It's just a random one I pulled. So I probably have better ones than this, but I try to go quick so then the stream didn't lag too much. Type one if you're ready, man. Oh man, shit, bruv. I'm like spilling my heart out for y'all right now. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, dreaming. For each moment that passes where you are with me, I seem to lose my anxiety. I seem to want to live. You make life easier, for I can't seem to know if I could go on without you. What's the point of being successful if you have no one to share the riches with? I do this for you. My suffering isn't in vain because you are the prize. As long as I hold on to that dream, anything seems possible. If I wanted to, I could reach the stars, but the only accomplishment I'll treasure more than anything in the world is getting you. That's the poem. I stumbled on my words a little bit, but yeah. I really like the last line of the poem that I wrote, which is if I wanted to, I could reach the stars, but the only accomplishment I'll treasure more than anything in the world is getting you. That's probably my most favorite line from that. I was getting LOL, people started crying and I'm laughing. You were on some yearning shit? Bro, I always be on some yearning shit. Uh, nah, sucks. It's how it be sometimes. Sometimes like low key when you think about these things too deeply, sometimes like the involuntary action comes out, you know? Maybe for you that's laughing. I actually made like a little reel about that the other day about like why do people laugh during the scary parts of a movie? I wasn't checking my song name, but it got deleted, so I didn't hear the poem. Damn souls. It's okay. Because I have one more poem for you. I'm gonna read you the breakup poem, man. I'm gonna read you a breakup poem. How do you feel about that? Is that chill? Not chill? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Oh, why are we excited for a breakup? Yes, hello. Yo, what's up, Madu? Bro, can you post the poem items because I want to try to illustrate it? Bro, honestly, I would love to have like an illustrator to help me do what's it called? Help me make truth, to be honest. Okay, you guys are ready? Okay. Type one if you're ready. I'm just gonna do a quick check. And this poem, just to let you in, is called Hurts. Oh shit, Brev. I think I wrote this like fresh off a breakup. Like I was like, fuck my life. I hate this. You know, it was it was rough. Okay. This one you have to think about it, okay? It's called Hurts. I'm gonna read it. It hurts like the way a burn hurts. It's bad on the first impact, yet somewhat bearable. But then it blisters, creating a wound that will now mark you for the next couple weeks. And each touch hurts almost as bad as the first time. Over time, it heals, but even though you might have less pain, the scar still stays on your body, reminding you of the first day you got burned. Sometimes I think about that burn. No, I think about that burn all the time. This burn has been with me and will stay with me until one day I'm only left with the scar, the memory that scarred me and continues to scar me. I wouldn't say I'm sad, but I can't say I'm happy either, because at the end of the day, life goes on, but it's up to me whether or not I decide to take action or lay back. I think my heart wants to stop everything, crawl into a corner and never come back. Yet my mind tells me it's going to be all right, and all the time I've spent won't be in vain. That's it. It's kind of more of a story in a sense. That's Burns. I wrote this 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Yeah. I would say my writing has gotten a little better since then for sure. But yeah, say interesting. Every feeling is temporary, and that includes the ones that you're feeling now. Yes, it is true. Here, let me see. Maybe I might have one more for y'all. Just okay. I'll read you one more. This is one that I wrote a year ago. A little less than a year ago. I'll read you one more. I'm gonna go now, guys. It's okay. catch you. Hopefully, you're genuinely amazing in poetry. Thank you, appreciate it. Do you like drawing? If you do show us some, I haven't drawn in a long time, but I used to draw. I drew for like 3 years, I think. I I drew for about 3 years, and I got pretty good. I would say I personally don't have any of my illustrations in this apartment. They're all like in my house back home, and I haven't been home in a little bit. I would draw your poem. All right, bro. Low key. Okay, I'm going to in a little bit. Actually, let me do it right now. I'm gonna read you one more poem, and it's a one last poem. It's called "The Perfect Life." But before I do, I'm going to link you guys my Discord. Discord. Um, because EXE has been talking about it, but also too, so you guys can have some place to talk to each other if you want. Um, and also, I'll post some of the. You can probably DM me um, if you want to draw my poem. Of course, I'll give you some poems that maybe you can draw some things for me. I'll see if I like it or not. But I'm going to give you guys my server link. Let me see real quick. If you guys want to join, it's up to you. Don't feel like you have to. uh, yeah. Let me see real quick. Yes, I'll try my absolute best. Of course, of course, of course, of course. All right, so I'm going to put this into the YouTube chat real quick. Give me 1 second. Bam, 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 bam. Add accounts. Go to right here. Though maybe I won't have coloring. No, 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 that's good. Okay, my vision is to do okay, so for truth, my whole vision was to do everything in black and white, right? So it would be a poem and then it would be basically like a pen illustration that corresponds to it. Um, you want to share your poem? You can. Give me 1 second. I will I will let you share your poem. Okay, so boom. Okay. I just posted the Discord in the chat. If you guys are interested, or at least anybody that wants to hear more about the poem and the poetry, I will let you know about it. I high key don't imagine color when I see the title Truth. So, oh yeah, that's the other thing. Let me show you. Let me show you. So I have a mock website of Truth. I can show you real quick if you're interested. Finder. Let's go downloads. Actually, let's do recents. This here Truth. Truth. I don't know where the fuck this thing is, man. Let me show you real quick. Sorry. Trying to bring this up real quick. Oh, here it is. Sorry. I didn't even see it. Okay, wait. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Holy shit. I can't even find this, John. Oh shit. I low key lost it again. All right. Look. Okay, so this. Oh, fuck. Let me actually. Let me try it one more time. Open file. Notes. HTML. Let me open Truth Poetry. Damn, why can't I take this out? Okay, it's okay. Oh damn, no, I can't even open it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna just show you like this. This is from the Claude code that I made in order to like actually show you the website.
Oh, fuck. This thing is so fucking shit. Alright, whatever. So this was called Truth, right? And then it's like this is like a mock, like how it would look, but this would be like the front of like the poetry book, right? Um, and then it shows like things. You can't really see it too well, but this would be like the website overall. And then it has like some sample poems and stuff of the truth itself, of like truth. I know it's like backwards, it might be a little hard to see, but anyways, yeah, that's like the whole website, mock website for truth. Anyways, I said that I was gonna read one more poem, so I'm gonna read you one more poem. It's called The Perfect Life. Type one if you're ready, man. Broken code? Yes, I took 3 years of, well, I took technically 4 years of computer science, but that's actually what I wanted to go to college for. And then I made it actually in, yeah, a little side tangent before I read. I actually got in, I got in for CS at literally every university I applied to, except this one, the university I'm at right now. But I took the gamble because this was like the best university out of all of them. And I was like, you know what, like I'll be able to transfer in, and I wasn't able to. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't have been doing this shit if that worked out. So I guess it works out. Anyways, this poem is called The Perfect Life. Is there such thing as the perfect life? Can you live in a world where there's violence at every turn? Well, that's our reality. The real question is, can you live in a world without it? A world without any crime is a trap world. No arguments, no will to do better, just okay with everything. Sounds great. No doubts, no worries, no stress. But would you appreciate the things that you have then? Or is everything just taken for granted? If so, then it's a cursed world. That's it. It's basically like I would say it's my rendition of how I feel like society functions, at least from a violent standpoint. How we live in a world of violence itself, and that's just how our life is garnered. Without violence, we wouldn't appreciate the things that we have. Without hate, we wouldn't appreciate the things that we have, right? And that's why I conclude about like, then it would just be taken for granted for everything, right? And the last sentence, if so, it's a cursed world. I said it a little fucked up, but yeah, that's the last one. What do you guys think? There can be peace without war? Yeah. Yeah, I wrote that about a year ago. That was a while back. BRB. Shit. Yeah. What do you guys think though? Not bad. Ah, damn, my throat is low key like that's low key hurting. That's not good. It's not good. I appreciate the love. Everybody's saying multi-talented and stuff like that. That means a lot. The goal isn't to have a perfect life, but to live a meaningful life. Exactly. I think that's very true. I think it's all of our life. I made a reel about it, and I also had the video where I was talking to this guy named I, and he was a character for sure. Yeah, he had a lot to say, but the main thing that I kind of got out of the conversation, even though he was low key, geeked, um, was that the purpose of life is to live. And it's such a simple concept. And I say this verbatim in my video as well. I think that you're just overthinking everything. I think uh, I think I'm just an overthinker, right? In general, that's just me by nature. But um, part of what I do right now is just kind to, what's it called? Become less of a thinker and more of a doer. Low key geek. Oh my god, are we talking about the guy you talked to, the old guy? Kind of. Yeah, but it's such a simple concept, right? The purpose of life is to live, um, and it's true. I mentioned this in my video that I did. I don't know if it was recently or the one before that. I basically say this. I'm gonna retell it to you though. But it's such a simple concept, but all of us spend the majority of our lives just searching for something or seeking something instead of just living, right? And I think that's the biggest distinction that we need to make is stop worrying, right? I used to worry a lot, but I'm not much of a worrier anymore. I'm more of a thinker. And instead of being more of a thinker now, I want to be a doer because I realize that my goals and my ambitions and my dreams will only ever be anything or will only ever become anything if I do them, right? And dreams are just dreams, right? And will stay dreams without action, right? So I don't want to make my dreams not come true, right? So in order for them to become true, I have to actually do something about it. So that's what I'm doing now, even with YouTube, even with being on live. I've been live consistently every day for the past 7 days. Let's be honest. And it's all for that mission, all for that goal of being successful and making something of myself, right? And you have to be deluded in that, right? Everything that you do is in some type of delusion. I've deluded myself into believing that I can do it, and that's the only reason why I've continued to do it. Otherwise, I would have not been able to even continue this channel a year and a half plus later. You know, that's true. You have to take that first step, and that's the hardest part. And that's genuinely the hardest part is taking that first step. That's literally the hardest thing. And I hate the people that say that. And I'm a I'm a victim as well of saying this, but it's like, if I wanted to do it, I could, right? But then why don't you do it, right? If I wanted to, I could, then why haven't you, right? That doesn't fucking make sense. And I say that shit too, right? And it's all out of laziness, right? All of us innately, right? All of us innately are lazy by nature. You can doom scroll and you can lay down forever for hours because that's what our bodies are conditioned to do. Our bodies are conditioned to rest because it knows, or at least biologically, it thinks about it as if we have to rest now because we will be at war with animals, with humans in a little bit, in some X amount of time. That's why it conserves energy, right? That's why we build up fat because then these reserves become something that we can utilize whenever we are in violent territories, right? But now we have the luxury of sit back, relax, and now we accumulate this fat and this extra energy for nothing, right? One cool quote that I heard that really struck out to me is that why do we have these people in the warehouses, right? We should have robots doing that. And it's getting to that point where robots are there, but the reason why you need the robots in the warehouse in the first place is to allow people to do the creative stuff, to show their cultural expression and to be themselves, to make art, to be creative. That's the whole point of living in general. I shouldn't be having to work in a warehouse or to stockpile these things or work in an office. My whole point of life is to live it, to exist in it, to create it, right? Said hi. W Luckies, man. Thank you, Luckies, for the support, bro. What's up, Engine? Nice to see you back. But yeah, I mean, I hope any of y'all all hope you guys got something out of that. I've been speaking for 80 minutes, right? almost 80 minutes straight. Um, so yeah, I've yet to eat my first meal today. I just got back home from work. I literally started off this stream before I even got home when I was driving. So yeah, I have I bought a poem could share. Bro, go eat. Yes, I will go eat soon. Um, but yeah, Unk eat. Where do I work at? I work for UT. Actually, you know what, guys? I have some battery. Actually, my shit's about to die. My mic and everything. Enjoy my meal. Yeah, I think I'm about to leave for the stream for right now. I might go live in a little bit later, and or like in 30 minutes. But I do want to just rest for a little bit. But I hope you guys got something out of that. I hope you enjoyed the poems. I hope you enjoyed everything. I did want to say before I leave, what did you guys think about the journal idea? Because I'm telling you that this is some shit that I might implement tomorrow. Selling like journals or doing something like this. Like I'm telling you, I really don't want to be a thinker anymore. I want to be a doer. Enjoy your meal, Tyrone. Thank you, bro. My name's Adrian though, but I'll claim Tyrone if you want me to. Fuck it. I really enjoyed your poems. They were really uplifting and inspiring. Thank you. Make a book series? I would love to. I would love to. The journal idea is fire. Thank you. Okay, I'll do that then. I'll make a brand. Or it might even be created during a live. Guess what? Might even. Skywalker, I'm about to leave. But I hope all of y'all enjoyed the stream. Please spam W stream. Thank you so much. I'm about to leave. I'm about to eat my first fucking meal of the day. I'll probably be live in a little bit because I need to fucking grind, bro. This shit's a fucking grind. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers because then that would be the second check mark away from being monetized. So I really want to be monetized for the work that I do because I spend so much time, so much effort trying to do so many things. And you know, I don't really get shit out of it right now, but that's part of the process, right? Go eat, bro. Have fun. Have a good meal. Thank you. I'll see you guys. I hope you enjoy the stream. Catch you. Peace. Boom. Boom.